What is up, Alarm Fantasy Football folks? Welcome on in. It's Thursday. That means a few things. Number one, football today. Let's go. Get fired up. We're back. Lick your wounds from last week. Get back on that horse. Get back to 1-1. If you're 1-0, get to 2-0. Go undefeated. Let's do it. And the other thing it means, start sit questions. All last couple days, we kept Tuesday to waivers. We keep Wednesday to trades. Thursday, you can load them up. And as I see in the chat, some smart people like Mojo were in here as soon as the room was created, asking questions. We love that. Get in here early. If you want your questions moved to the top, become a member of ours over on Fantasy Alarm. Become a subscriber on the YouTube, $4.99, or you can just do a super chat. Those questions always get priority. Thursday show definitely gets you to the top. On Sunday, absolutely crucial because we get so many questions over there. We're going to do another show tonight. Obviously, John and Iggy will be back on Thursday night answering more questions. So, Howard, how are we feeling today? You ready? You got your lineup set? Or you still got questions?
I think I got all my lineup set. I actually, you know what? It's only 9 o'clock in the morning over here, so I haven't had the opportunity yet to go and check out all my Wednesday waivers and see what I got. I looked at a couple of things. I missed out on some Juwan Johnson. I'll tell you what, man. I play in the Fantasy Life Championships over at rtsports.com. High stakes, 350 entry, and I've got like 5 entries going on in there. And I was like, damn, these guys housed me on some of these bids for Juwan Johnson. So I'm cobbling together a little bit of tight end work this morning. But overall, I'm pretty confident in my team. Like it doesn't matter to me. People are like, where'd you finish? I'm like, God, I won some, I lost some. It's just kind of it all balances out because in the leagues where I lost, I mean, it was guys who were absolute studs who didn't show up. Oh no, my Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin stack didn't work in week 1. Boo, what am I gonna do? Boo. So I'm really not concerned about anything that we've got going on.
I have one I got to tell you about that is super painful. So you know those like one and done leagues like Baby Bowl, right? Where you can start each guy once, and then you can't use them again. My wide receivers in Baby Bowl this week were Nico Collins, Brian Thomas Jr., and Jamar Chase. I literally could not have picked the 3 biggest duds. You couldn't have picked a higher ranked group of 3 guys.
At least got into the end zone. Sure, it was on a carry, but
yeah, I mean, he was my best wide receiver by far. I am in like super last. Luckily I got bailed out by some running back action, but yeah, pretty brutal stuff over there. We were gonna do a drafters draft, but I screwed it up. Sorry, guys. It looks like it's not. It passed the time here. It's not going to fire. I messed that one up. I thought the people from the Discord that said they were going to play were going to jump in. They did not. So we'll be back with more drafters action.
Really? They can't get in there right now, right here, right now?
It looks like – so I didn't realize with drafters, you can't – I thought you could just lower it and run 6 people, or 8 people or whatever because you can do that with the whale is 5 people. But it looks like if you get past the – when it's supposed to start without it filling, then it just kind of disappears it. I can't find it even on my screen. Can you?
I mean, I'm looking at the room right now, and it says that it's still registering. I can invite people in. Let me refresh the page and see if it just disappeared. Oh, I guess maybe it did. I don't know. Let me see if I can. If I use that link again, nope, it's gone. Oh well.
So that one's on me. You can put the blame on me. Well, we can potentially try and run another one tomorrow. I got a show tomorrow, but doesn't look like we're going to be able to get that one to run. So it looks like we'll have to jump right in and hit questions. We got a ton of questions coming in the chat, coming in live right now. Do you want to get started on that, Bender?
I do, but I do also want to encourage people to do these drafts with us because listen, they're fun drafts, right? 5-person draft. It takes 10 minutes, a $10 draft, $11 draft. If you're doing just a contained draft with us, right? Coop's already setting out that first, second, and third get, prize money there. So, I mean, that's half it's 30% of the field right there that's getting paid out, which is always a good thing. And then when we do the Sunday whale ones, jump in because it's only 2,500 people. Like that's the thing. If you go to other sites and you look for some of these like weekly draft contests, so much bigger of a field. So why compete with so much bigger of a field when you can, it's already got the guaranteed prize pool already set. So why not jump in on that, increase your odds? And the guys over at Drafters, I'm telling you, man, I dig this platform. I dig this format. And you know what? I'm not even afraid to say it. I'm playing in Drafters much more than I'm even thinking about playing on Underdog or the BB10s, that I did, over the summer. Any of these, like, even DraftKings, right? And their little like weekly drafts, the battle royals on Underdog, the weekly drafts over at DraftKings, whatever, dude. I'm locked in here on Drafters. I literally just deposited more money so that I could get in on more of these drafts. These are where it's at. So, we talk about things like overlay all the time. And that's where you want your money in. Like, I don't understand why everybody sits there. I mean, maybe it's because you're chasing the $1 million prize, but some of these smaller DFS and sites that we are promoting to you guys, we're not promoting it to you because we got some crazy deal going with them. We're promoting them to you because we're trying to encourage you to look for other places where your odds of winning are increased, right? Your odds.
We care about you guys. We have promo codes for every site. You know what I mean? Go to any one of the other sites and use Alarm, and it works. It's like we reach out to these guys and we get set up, but Drafters is what we've been focusing on because the overlay, right? Like the contest didn't fill. You have a much better chance of winning. Same with these weekly ones. It's a better platform, better opportunity.
Dude, their main event, which guarantees money, guaranteed $2.5 million in prizes, right, was 40,000 people short at the time that week 1 started. 40,000 people short. That massively increases your chances of cashing. I'm not saying winning, I'm saying cashing, because they have to give out the prizes that they've said, and they've set a certain number of things. So listen, again, I'm not going to sit here and endorse a product that I don't like, that I don't care about, that I don't believe in, or anything like that. That's not me, and that's not my speed. My job here is to make you guys money and point you in the right direction. That's why I post my best bets. That's why I tell you guys, I don't give a bet out unless I put that money down myself. So it's ride or die. And for better or for worse, that's just what we're all about. So that's my pitch there. Drafters, there's the QR code right there. Use the promo code ALARM. If you go to fantasyalarm.com/draftersbb, the promo code ALARM will get you an instant deposit match up to $100, and then just throw it into these contests. Have some fun with the family, right? We're competing against each other. Why not all of us win the money?
Yeah,
I've said my piece. I've said too much.
Preach. All right. Well, folks, since we didn't get one of those going, why don't we jump in, hit some of these questions? There were people in here before this morning, before we could even get in, so we can't put them on the screen. We're going to hit those ones first, though. Mojo in here bright and early with this question, Bender. Courtland Sutton, and these are all players we like, so it's going to boil down to matchups here. Courtland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, Hollywood Brown, Terry McLaurin, Michael Pittman needs to start 3, and it's a standard league. So even as a huge Michael Pittman fan, I am worried about the matchup. I am worried about the matchup for him with Patrick Surtain. So I'm going to shy away from him this week, I think. Out of that crowd.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm using Sutton, I'm using McLaurin, and I'm probably using Hollywood Brown. I mean, I think that, Cleveland's got a matchup here against the Ravens, and we saw Josh Allen, kind of like, tearing through the Ravens. Joe Flacco and his weapons are not Josh Allen and his weapons. That's it. It's like I keep telling people, I'm like, yeah, on paper, the Jets going up against the Bills, mobile QB, Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, right? But the Ravens had so many more weapons. DeAndre Hopkins, Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews was in there. Who's the other receiver? Oh, Rashad Bateman. Like, the Jets don't have that weaponry there. So on paper, it's a great matchup. I was talking to the Kangas man about stacking Jets, and I'm like, on paper, it looks good, but it doesn't necessarily match up all that well. So I'm going to go with Sutton. I'm going to go with Hollywood Brown as the lead target for Patrick Mahomes. And I'm going Terry McLaurin tonight against the Green Bay Packers.
Love it. Same way, in lockstep with you. And, from what I hear on Twitter, from what I'm seeing on my Twitter, Harold Fannin is going to get all the targets for the Browns anyway. So, we will see. Two Sox games. What's up, dude? Big supporter of ours, and we appreciate you. He said QB Goff or Mayfield. I'll tell you, I'm still leaning Mayfield. I still have Mayfield ranked ahead. He still has, that guy has so many weapons that he can be missing too and still have Egbuka, who looks awesome, Mike Evans, who looks good, K. Dotton still floating around. Rashad White catches passes out of the backfield. So does Bucky Irving. Bucky Irving was the best pass catching prospect in that class. So I'm still going to go with Mayfield. Goff actually threw 40 times for once, and it looked not that good.
Yeah, listen, I don't know if Jalen Johnson's going to be back yet for the Bears. It's still a run first offense, and that like Dan Campbell did a closed door meeting after week one. It was like, get your heads out of your effing asses right now and get back to what wins. So that's going to be running the football. I like Baker in this one for sure.
Yeah, Baker also willing to run once again last week. Like, I don't know. It's once he got to Tampa Bay, he decided that he was going to scoot. So we'll take it. One flex spot, half PPR, Egbuka, Dobbins, Pittman, Shakir. So one of those guys, and I just feel like I can't go away from Mika Egbuka right now. At least until Godwin gets back.
Yeah, I'll stay with him as well.
Dude rocks, man. He reminds me of like a little smaller AJ Brown almost. He is so fluid. He never leaves his feet unless he has to. Like this guy, he's awesome, man. Great job by them finding him in the draft. Geno Smith or Jordan Love for our guy Robert Stone. And it's 4-point passing, if that matters for you,
Bevan. I think I got Jordan Love ranked a little higher here. I get Geno's in there and it's a home game. Chargers pass defense has been a little bit better. I think it's going to be an interesting matchup for them on Monday Night Football. I'd take Jordan Love here. I think that what we've got going on with Green Bay right now is something to pay attention to, right? You got Matthew Golden, you've got Romeo Doubs, you've got Jaden Reed, you've got Tucker Kraft. He's got all of these weapons plus a supportive ground game. So I'll lean on Jordan Love here.
Jordan Love looked good. He looked good out there, I will say. And he said he wants to run a little more. We'll see. But, this game tonight has one of the high especially on the Packers side, one of the highest implied point totals because they're favored with a 49-point over-under. So we're expecting to see points tonight. RB2, 0 half-point PPR, RJ Harvey or Isaiah Pacheco? Probably got to be Pacheco.
Yeah, because Pacheco's not really in any kind of like a split situation. I know that Kareem Hunt came in, took a little bit of work, near the red zone, but I think Pacheco is the lead guy here. I love Harvey, and I know that Sean Payton has already said that he wants to call more running plays, but he called 17 pass plays out of their first 18 plays called. So, I expect them to do a little bit more running here against the Colts. But Pacheco definitely leads that backfield, so I'll go with him.
For sure. We are up and on the board here. What's up, everybody? Fatty McFats, woohoo. Dennis Rodriguez, you're amazing. What's going on? And our guy DJ, big supporter of ours. We appreciate you, DJ. ETN, Tony Pollard, Aaron Jones, got to pick two of those guys. So ETN had the monster week. Tony Pollard had good usage, at least, in a bad matchup. Aaron Jones split with Jordan Mason, but he still looks pretty good with his touches. So what do you think of Bender?
What do I think?
Hard to go away from ETN. He looked really good, and they traded away his backup.
It's tough to go against ETN right now. It really is. And Pollard gets the he's on the volume trail, right? It's home. It's against the Rams. I do like the Rams front seven, but I'd have to just stick with Pollard because there is nobody there. Julius Chestnut isn't like pulling carries away. So I'd go ETN Pollard here.
Snap share was massive for Pollard. So I will lean into that. And the matchup was bad last week. So there we go. Jerry, what's up, dude? Then he's also got DJ has Pittman, Diggs, Mason, Keenan Allen.
Pittman, Diggs, Taylor? Mason, Keenan Allen. Pick two.
Oh, Jordan Mason, probably.
Yeah.
Let us know. Make sure if you're going to throw a name out there, because there's a lot of Masons and Kirks and Williams is out there.
Did you think he was talking about Derek Mason?
Derek Mason, Mason Taylor, maybe. But I think it's Jordan Mason. So pick 2.
I'm gonna go with Jordan Mason here also.
Yeah. You like Jordan
I'm
Mason?
gonna go Keenan Allen here, and I mean, I really want to be able to just say Diggs. I'm a little concerned with this, like, New England down in Miami. There is some talk of more rain going on there. We were talking about it on the Fantasy Alarm show yesterday. It was like the lesser of two evils, the Miami flu or the Vegas virus. Like, what's the team coming down with? And considering that we know that our boy Stefan likes to party, I might just lean on Mason, take some touches, and go with Keenan Allen. That's where I'm going to lean.
And Pittman's got the tough matchup, so it's a guy we like, but we hate this matchup. Patrick Surtain, he's just a black hole for fantasy. Not only is he a really good corner, but he has a easy for me to say, he has a tendency to grab the guys when they get away from him. So he will just take a pass interference.
Yeah, take the penalty.
The
penalty rather than like, oh, I didn't give up a 60-yard pass. Oh, not me.
Ego doesn't let anybody basically do anything out there. So it really is brutal. You don't get any point. If there's a 40-yard pass interference, you don't get any points for that. So he's a tough matchup. Start 2 Superflex, Dimes, JJ McCarthy or Justin Fields. Greg's plugged in. He's got the hype boys over there.
Dude, JJ and Fields.
It's JJ and Fields. Yeah. I'm with you on that. Danny Dimes is a guy I love having on my bench just to see if he goes out and looks good and runs the ball like crazy. But we already know Fields is going to run like crazy. And JJ McCarthy's got the weapons and he balled. I mean, once he got it together second half, he looked really good. He was throwing lasers out there. Drop Ingram and pick up Juwan Johnson. I would, if you only have one tight end and it's a shallow league and you need to start him this week, I would do that. I am a little worried, not just about the calf, but Ingram was not really playing as much as I was hoping he would. He was like at or under 50% of the routes run.
Well, how much of that had to do with the calf?
Well, that's the thing is we don't know we know when he left the game, but we don't know when he hurt his calf. He could have came into the game with a calf. So that's why if I can stash Ingram, I will. If you have no option and you got to start somebody, then yeah, Juwan Johnson's one of the best. He was my number one waiver ad. So that's what it boils down to, Jerry. But let us know if you have other options to drop, if you have other tight ends, because that matters for me too. I don't want to drop Ingram, but some leagues are really shallow. Robert Stone wants to know Kraft or Fannin, half PPR.
I am. I'm happy to be alone on this island of Harold Fannin, anti-Fannin, right? Like it's not that I dislike the player. I saw what he did in college. Great, right? Bowling Green, super work there. But, for me, when you look at like the snap share comparison with David Njoku, and yes, Fannin saw more targets, probably because the Bengals were a little bit more keyed in on David Njoku. But this is a team that ranked dead last in DVOA against the tight end last year that still didn't fix their secondary issues. Shamar Stewart and Trey Hendrickson were their focal points this offseason, and those guys are all about the pass rush. Those are not guys that you want covering your tight end. So if I'm looking at the opportunity that Fannin got last week, great. Is that going to translate this week against the Ravens? I'm skeptical. How about this? I'm skeptical. So give me Tucker Kraft going up against the Commanders tonight. Let him get his 3 or 4 catches and his 40, 50 yards, because I don't think you're getting more than that out of Harold Fannin this week either.
Right. And I have Kraft ranked ahead. Even if I, said, okay, add Juwan Johnson, add Fannin, these are guys that we're holding on our bench to see what it looks like. They, they're not going to throw 48 times every week like these teams did last week. Like, yes, Fannin got targets. Cedric Tillman got 8. Jerry Jeudy got 8. Njoku still got 5. Everyone's getting targets. So I'm going to put him on my bench and hope for the best. Hope for this guy is just special, but there's also a real possibility that, like Howard said,
Ezra wants to hang out for the live stream.
Ezra, what's happening? Yeah, so I'll tell you, it's like you did the right thing adding Fannin, but Kraft is still the start this week. And what's happening? Justin in the chat, Icy through PPR, start 1 of Hollywood Brown, Kenneth Walker, Travis Etienne. I mean, how can you go away from Hollywood right now? 15 targets last week.
16.
16 targets last week. Caught 10 of them, just shy of 100 yards. I mean, in full PPR, doesn't get much safer. So I'm going Hollywood. I'm probably going to start Hollywood for the next 5 weeks where I am.
Yeah. And I like ETN. I definitely do. And it's a good matchup against a soft defense in Cincinnati. But I mean, do we see Trevor Lawrence kind of pick apart that secondary, or do we see ETN challenge Stewart and Hendrickson?
I gotta say, week 1 is when the most disappointment happens. Week 2 is when the second most happens, because you just, in your mind, you're like, yep, this guy's a star. He's perfect. Doesn't always work out that way. So just be careful. DJ Moore or Deebo Samuel this week. I will say, after digging into the numbers on Deebo Samuel, I was not drafting a ton of him, but he doesn't get much better. Going out there, 10 targets, even got a carry, full snap share, looked pretty good. This becomes a difficult question all of a sudden. Might have to still stick with DJ Moore because he also was kind of operating as a focal point over there. DJ Moore's got the Lions or Deebo tonight against the Packers. That is a tough question all of a sudden.
It's definitely a tough question, but I'm going to probably lean on DJ Moore here. I mean, I did like his snap share, his target share. You did see that Caleb Williams was looking for him in a lot of situations. I just, I think it's just a better opportunity for DJ Moore here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're gonna have to throw. They're gonna have to throw against Detroit.
Yeah, you have to. Crockett, what's up, man? Yes, every once in a while I just have to prove that I have hair. Today is one of those shows. I'll probably go back to wearing a hat on this show every day for the next month. Once a month.
Coop always loves to show off his new haircuts. Whenever Coop gets a haircut, he comes in here without the hat.
And I'll tell you, that also means almost every time that I have something I'm going to this weekend where I can't wear a hat. Every time. So congratulations to my buddy Madison getting married on Saturday. Can't wait to go down and hang out. Eckler or Dowdle?
Well, I'll just go Eckler here. Why? Like Travis, I need, like, how bad did your world go that you're going to even remotely think about having to start Dowdle? Like, I'm not even a big Eckler fan, but why in the world would you even consider Rico Dowdle? How many times did he touch the ball last week?
5. Yeah. He only played on third downs. That was pretty much his only usage, where Eckler played a decent amount, and he got like 9 touches, I think. So Eckler's going to be just fine. They traded away Brian Robinson Jr. That's a good thing for Eckler. Let's see here. DeAndre Swift, David Montgomery, Zach Charbonnet. Only one.
I mean, I'm just going to go with Swift in this one here. I mean, they talked about getting Monangai involved, but they didn't really get him all that involved. And, Swift is in there on the passing downs also. He's catching passes out of the backfield, right? Montgomery plays behind Gibbs, and Sharp's going to be playing behind Walker.
There were a couple times there that Caleb Johnson had Swift wide open and just made bad throws. Like DeAndre Swift could have had a big PPR day with a little bit better accuracy. Yeah, and David Montgomery, his superpower might have always been this offensive line for the Lions. I'm hoping that they bounce back in a big way. But again, one of the few times David Montgomery has not had 50 yards from scrimmage since he's been with the Lions. We got to see them stepping up this week. Half PPR, 2 RB, 3 wide receiver, 2 flex. He's got Amon-Ra, Terry, DJ Moore, Travis Hunter, Keon, Downs, Godwin. How do you feel about trading DJ Moore for Rashee Rice?
I don't particularly think that that's a move you want to be doing. I mean, Amon-Ra, Terry, and DJ Moore can kind of carry you through so that it allows you to see what happens with Godwin. You want to keep Godwin on your bench and add Rashee Rice to it, so you've got 2 dead spots for at least the next 3 to 6 weeks.
It's too much risk. And you with 2 flexes, you're going to be starting those guys anyway. Not to mention Josh Downs had not good usage, man. 49% snap percentage, 51% route participation. He was about as part-time of a part-time guy you can be. So I know Josh Downs is still a name that everyone really likes, but unless his usage starts to change here, he is going to be a very difficult guy to trust. I mean, he's definitely going to have his weeks. He's going to make plays, but guys like that just very rarely come out and get like 8, 9, 10 targets because they're playing half the game. Pitts or Hunter Henry? That's an interesting one, Bender. I want to get your take on that one because Hunter Henry has a great matchup, but Kyle Pitts quietly last week had the best usage he's had in a long. That was the best game Kyle Pitts has had in a very long time. Very long time. Had 83% route participation. Got three receptions versus man-to-man, Bender, which is something that he struggled with last year. Good separation this year. Broke a tackle, which we hadn't seen in a long time from him. But Hunter Henry's all reliable, and he gets the Dolphins, who Tyler Warren took them out behind the woodshed last week. So both guys I like. I mean, I think I have those guys very close.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're very close. I think you've got a higher ceiling with Pitts. And knowing that Harrison Smith is doubtful for this week also kind of turns me on to that a little bit more. I know that they line Pitts up all over the place, but I mean, you're also not dealing with a that great of a secondary, right? Byron Murphy on one side, Isaiah Rodgers on the other. Jay Ward is going to end up being the free safety. Blake Cashman's banged up and questionable. He's not a guy you want covering a tight end either. So I'm going to go with Pitts here over Henry just because I like the upside.
I have Kyle Pitts one spot ahead of Hunter Henry. So we are in lockstep on that one. Boom, shakalaka. I just wanted to see your thoughts on that without my bias filtering in. Also, keep an eye on, my ranking assumes that London and Mooney will play. If either one of those guys is out, then it's not even a question. Jameson Williams or Jerry Jeudy as well.
I'm going to go Jameson Williams.
Me too. Yeah. Jameson Williams is just, both these guys, for me, I always look at it, I'm like, okay, is one guy definitively going to get more targets than the other? And the answer here is no. So then I look at it and say, okay, who's in the better offense? Who's more athletic? And Jameson Williams is the guy that can do more with less. This guy has multiple 20-plus yard rushing touchdowns. He has multiple 40-plus yard receiving touchdowns on his resume. Like, he could pop in a big way. Okay, let's see. Krosky Merritt or Ken Walker?
Ooh,
this one hurts. I ranked Kenneth Walker fairly low this week, but
yeah, I think until it gets sorted out, until I just actually see it. Not that I don't believe it's going to happen, but because I do believe it's going to happen. But I will err on the side of caution here and just go with Krosky Merritt. He only saw 10 carries, this past week, so it wasn't a huge workload. I am concerned as to whether or not Chris Rodriguez is going to be active for tonight's game. I haven't seen anything over there, but I'm still going to go with Krosky Merritt leading this backfield. Even though I know it's a tough Packers defense, I'm going to lean the guy who's, seeing the majority of touches.
Exactly. Like, even if, like, our theory here, the thesis is that Kenneth Walker is going to get ramped up and as he, practices, because he didn't practice like all summer, but that can take time. So I'm going with Krosky Merritt tonight too. High over under game with shootout potential. Goal should always have fun and don't finish last unless let's get you the 1-1 and Jeremiah Smith kind of talent. Fully agree, Dennis Rodriguez. And the thing about tanking in a dynasty league, if you do it right, it is fun. It's fun to make trades. Like, it's fun to trade away your like older good players with a plan in place. That's fun too. You know what I mean? So all great. Shmuley, appreciate you, brother. Travis says Odunze, Keon Coleman, Keenan Allen, 2 of those guys. Keon Coleman's locked in for us right now. He looked good.
Yeah.
He looked awesome.
I'm going to take Keenan Allen with my second pick.
Yeah. It's only with guys like Keon Coleman that people will be like, oh, it's a tip pass. Anytime it's an established guy that catches like a tip drill touchdown, everyone's like, he's so good. Look at his awareness, right? It's like we don't take those away from other guys. Like, I don't care. Keon Coleman looked great. What was the other one? Odunze?
No, it's Keenan Allen, Keon Coleman for me. I'm not gonna use Odunze. Listen, I like his usage. I liked his target share for sure, but I like the other guys better.
Keenan Allen looked exactly like Keenan Allen, except for that one drop that he had. But it's the first week of the season. He's gonna be fine. PPR 2: Swift, Hubbard, Garrett Wilson, Pittman. I lean Hubbard and Garrett Wilson right from the rip. You with me on that?
I am with you on that.
Yeah, that's how we have it ranked. Again, we love Pittman. any week he's not facing Patrick Surtain. 12-team PPR. Trade question. Trade Javonte for DK or Terry? Javonte Williams? Yes.
12-team TPR. Trade Javonte for DK or Terry. I'll do it for Terry McLaurin in a heartbeat.
Immediately. And also probably for DK. And it doesn't matter what the rest of your lineup is.
Oh, wait. Go back to that for a quick second there. Did it say that he had T-Mac? Worries me about my RB2. Wide receivers are Lamb, T-Mac, Ridley, Coleman. I don't really understand. Who's Terry then?
No, T-Mac is Tet McMillan. Some people are calling him T-Mac. There's two T-Macs.
All right, people. We're not doing that game. No. We're not doing that one there. Come on. It's come on. No.
Ted is fewer letters, everybody.
No.
His name's not even spelled Mac. It's Mick. But anyway, G Edwards in the chat. 1 PPR, need 1 flex. Monty, JMO, Pollard, just 1. Montgomery all of a sudden is a guy that I'm happy to have for like bye weeks and stuff, but I got to see him come out and look better.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of want to just go with Pollard for the volume.
I would
aspect. I love JMO Williams this week, but I'm just going to lock in Pollard for the touches.
With questions like this, we kind of need to know the rest of your team. Zay Flowers and Achane for Bijan. My immediate reaction is to keep Bijan. He is so good.
Why would you even remotely trade for anyone on the Dolphins at this point in time right now?
Right. Exactly. And my rule of thumb is if the buy-in for this league is under $50, just keep Bijan no matter what. Because it's like you're playing. That's the league where you're playing for fun. If a buy-in for a league I have is like $20, I'm drafting just the funnest players. Bijan, Lamar Jackson, like just have fun, dude. Bijan is the best. Did you watch the game this week? He was incredible. Drafter's great platform. Totally agree. I love it over there. And it's really good for the stream with these short drafts. It looks great on the screen. Jake Tonjes time. Are you going in with the Tonjes?
I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't. I mean, it's a perfectly fine matchup here against the Saints. The Saints are not a good team. We're not worried about them in any way, shape, or form. And if you're going to have Mac Jones under center, which I love, by the way, I even said that on the Fantasy Alarm Show when they signed Mac Jones. I even said that I would prefer to use him as a quarterback over Brock Purdy. There's nothing special about Brock Purdy. He's a pocket passer who has good field of vision. But I'm sorry, a nutless monkey can quarterback a Kyle Shanahan team, especially if you've got Christian McCaffrey working out of your backfield, right? Or you've just got that ground game that they always get going there, whether it was Jordan Mason or Isaac Guerrero. It didn't matter. Mac Jones brings a much different element, to the 49ers that I think, Shanahan would dig. And I mean, that was like the whole thing. When they took, who was it? When they took Trey Lance, they originally had traded up to go after Mac Jones. And, Shanahan got trumped by ownership who said, you're taking Trey Lance. So, he immediately signed Mac Jones. I believe it was March 14th because I was looking for the audio from Fantasy Alarm because Jim Bowden was like, no. Terrible. I watched him with the Patriots and I watched him with Jacksonville. I was like, dude, you're watching him with the wrong teams. So I think Mac Jones is in a good spot. I think he's going to lean on Tonjes a little bit. He's going to lean on Ricky Pearsall. Maybe we see a little Jacob Cowing turn out here since Juwan Jennings is still banged up. So, listen, it could be Tonjes time. And, he was a contingency pick for me in the leagues where I lost Juwan Johnson. So I'm going to give him a shake.
Yeah, give him a go, especially DFS. But you had it ranked Johnson, Fannin, then Tonjes, correct?
Oh, yeah. I don't even know about Fannin. Because Fannon's splitting. He's going to split tight end reps with David Njoku. Who's Tonjes? Luke Farrell's a blocker. Luke Farrell is a plotting. He's like a Durham Smythe kind of guy. I know you love Durham Smythe. That's what Luke Farrell is. Luke Farrell's not a route runner.
Yeah, I think his best. That's one of his best comparable players is Durham Smythe. So Luke Farrell, yeah, I don't know why they jumped up Luke Farrell's DFS price from last week to this is one of the biggest movers of any player, and I'm like, why? He's $1,000 more expensive. They made Luke Farrell $1,000 more expensive, and then didn't change the price of Fannin at all. I don't know what they're looking at over there. Just ridiculous business. Even if Ingram plays, I'm going to go Juwan Johnson. His usage was just too good last week. Ingram could be limited with the calf. We don't know. But Juwan Johnson played 97% of the snaps. Johnson is a guy that I probably would be comfortable using at least until Foster Moreau gets back. That's when maybe his snap share comes back to, like 80%, 70% where he was last year. Until then, they got nothing. They have no Taysom Hill. They have no Foster Moreau. They're just using their one guy, and he looked pretty good. And yes, Ethan, we love when Howard yells. It's refreshing to hear what he
let
has.
Howard yell. See, I like
yell.
that. Thank you, Ethan.
Thank
Josh
you,
my
sing.
man.
All right, we got to get up to speed here where these questions were coming in quite a while ago. So let's rock and roll. Again, if you want your question, if you want to make sure your question gets answered, become a member over at Fantasy Alarm or do a super chat and we'll jump it right to the top. If you support us, we'll support you. Tyrone Tracy, David Montgomery, Jordan Mason, only one.
Only one? Give me Jordan Mason.
Yeah. I still am partial to Tyrone Tracy, but
I like him, but I'm not running up against Dallas. They're going to end up. Dallas is going to come out throwing the football heavily against them, and it's going to turn into Dayball is going to get a little panicky. Russell Wilson's going to get a little panicky.
Yeah, I have Jordan Mason ranked ahead of Tyrone Tracy. Oh no, I have Tyrone Tracy ranked ahead, so we're split on that one. I have him 2 spots ahead, very close. 2 to start at my flex position between the following, if you can kindly advise me. So you got to be kind on this one. Travis Hunter, Chris Olave, Hollywood Brown, Travis Hunter, Michael Pittman, Tyrone Tracy, Jordan Mason, just 2 of those fellas. Hollywood's got to be in there, I think, of that crew.
Yeah, Hollywood's definitely in there. And then,
he put Travis Hunter's name in there twice, so he likes him.
He does like Travis Hunter a lot. I almost want to just say Olave if they're going to be chucking the football all over the place like that.
Yeah. Olave clarified, by the way, that he did not feel like he had a concussion at all. He said that they basically told him, because of his history, he's going to end up in the blue tent if it's even close. But he says he's completely fine. That they're going to check on him. They're going to check on Tua. They're going to do their due diligence, which I appreciate them doing that. And Olave said that he doesn't even disagree. But he's like, yeah, they're just checking on me, but I'm fine. So I'm not worried about concussions at all. So go with Olave and Hollywood. Sutton, Brown, McLaurin. Which Brown, brother?
I'm sure that's going to be Hollywood, just based on the positioning here of the names. Usually, if somebody wants to know about A.J. Brown, they throw him in there first.
Or Chase Brown.
Yeah, it's 3 receivers there, Coop. Come on. Sometimes you got to read between the lines. Listen, yes, I agree.
I just want to make sure the chat knows.
Full names, people. Full names. Stop.
Okay.
You're not doing yourself or us any favors by abbreviating it. And you're not best friends with these people. So you can't tell me that you call them either A, just by their first name, or B, just by their last name.
Right.
So I only picked one out of these. Yeah. Only one?
Only one.
Shit.
Who you got?
I don't know. Who do you got?
I'm actually going. So every once in a while, I consult my own rankings, and I have Cortland Sutton ranked highest of these fellas this week. I have it Sutton, and then I have McLaurin and Hollywood back to back.
There you go, people. Sutton, McLaurin, then Brown.
Yeah. Trade offer: Keon Coleman and Tucker Kraft for JSN. I love JSN. I think I would, but I need to know who your other tight end is, Jared.
It doesn't matter who his other tight end is. You want a bread sandwich and Tucker Kraft?
Yeah,
I'll keep JSN.
Yeah, JSN is what I would do. AJ Brown, Terry McLaurin, Keenan Allen, and DJ Moore. Bench one of those guys, so you're starting the rest. Benching Keenan Allen, right?
Yeah, I got to bench Keenan Allen out of that group.
Trade questions. Rod, as you would say, Rod is working the trade phones. Trade question: PPR keeper, team not good in parentheses. Would you trade Chase for McLaurin, Benson, Laporta, and a first? So this is a dynasty question. We can keep 3 guys forever. So actually, just like a regular keeper. I don't know. If you're only keeping 3 guys, you're never going to keep Trey Benson.
Yeah. Why would you? Or Laporta?
Any of the players named Chase, I'm keeping them, unless it's Chase McLaughlin.
Who? Not a bad kicker.
Not a bad kicker.
In his
But
in his own right, not a bad kicker.
not a bad kicker. Mark Andrews, Juwan Johnson, Kincaid this week.
Um,
I'm still. I'll go to the loony bin starting Mark Andrews.
yeah, I will too. I mean, Cleveland run defense.
Right.
It kind of did a good job with Chase Brown. I mean, obviously it's it's Derrick Henry, but it's a tougher defensive line there. I'd go Mark Andrews here.
Lamar Jackson only attempted 9 passes, and Mark Andrews was covered by Matt Milano. I think he's going to do more than 1 target this week. Walker, Sharps, Myers, Tillman, Boutte need 2, and this is a half PPR.
I'd probably go with I'd probably go Walker and Myers.
Yeah, I go Walker and Myers too. Big Gorilla. Start 2 flex. Coleman, Hollywood, Kenneth Walker, Monty, Devonta Smith. Hollywood for sure, because that's full PPR.
Yeah.
And
I love Devonta Smith this year.
Devonta
Smith this week looks fantastic against Kansas City. Look at that secondary. That secondary's been banged up. Like, they missed L'Jarius Sneed. They only have Trent McDuffie. I don't like any of the other corners there. And McDuffie's going to be spending a lot of time looking at A.J. Brown this week. So I'm going to go with the Smith and Hollywood here, going opposite each other.
And then 2 more: Diggs, Keenan, Dobbins, Chubb, Coleman.
I mean, I'd go with Keenan Allen and J.K. Dobbins here.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Start 1: Boutte, Chubb, Monty, Walker.
Probably Chubb is the lead back there. Monday Night Football at home against Tampa Bay. Vita Vea still kind of banged up a little bit. I might go Chubb.
I still have Monty ranked ahead, but Chubb is definitely the highest upside play of that crew. I went back and watched some of the Kayshon Boutte plays on the All-22. It's fine.
Yeah.
He was fine. I was really excited. And then when I watched it, I was like, one of the catches he got away with the craziest push off. And most of the other ones were against zone. So Boutte is a guy I'm adding, but maybe not as excited as I was a couple days ago. Who for my wide receiver 1, 2, and 3 and a flex spot? Debo, Hollywood, Devontae Adams. It's okay. So the first 3 guys you're starting: Debo, Hollywood, and Devontae Adams. So we need a flex. Quentin Johnston, Kayshon Boutte, Calvin Austin, TreVeyon Henderson, Chubb, Charbonnet. Didn't love the usage for TreVeyon Henderson. Did not like it for fantasy. He did not lead.
I tried Chubb in the flex. Listen, Quentin Johnston, I mean, he had a good game, and you could take a shot on him and see maybe that's what they're doing. But I also kind of feel like against the Vegas Raiders, I think that we're going to see a lot more running from the Chargers this week. So I'd probably lean Chubb here.
Chubb, I'm with you. Henderson, I still like having him on my teams, but for now he's on the bench. He did not lead in any of the phases. Not third downs, not 2-minute drill, not any phase he lead. So it's not good. Are there any super cheap tight ends this week to help get in Lamb, Chase, and McCaffrey? Yeah, there's a bunch of them, dude. The tight end DFS article, if it's not up yet, it's with the editors and will be up soon. I can throw a name, the 2 obvious names are, they didn't bump the prices up on Fannin or Juwan Johnson. Those guys are going to be pretty high owned.
Yeah. Tonjes is probably going to be somebody to pay attention to. He's super cheap.
Yep. Tonjes is easily the cheapest one. Also fairly cheap is under $3,000 this week is Chig Okonkwo. Faced a tough Denver defense, but played 88% of the snaps. He's a guy that I think in that range where people are going to be starting Juwan and Fannin, he's going to be a contrarian play. So there's some options out there. Definitely check the write-up over at Fantasy Alarm. I put a ton of them in there. In PPR league, if you have QB Josh Allen, would you try to trade your other QB Jalen Hurts for RB Jahmyr Gibbs? How did you end up with Hurts and Allen? But yes.
I mean, is this a super flex league that you have Hurts and Allen?
He just said PPR.
I know he just said PPR, but yeah, why in the world would you have Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts?
Yes. If you can trade a guy that was going in the 3rd or 4th round for a first round pick, then I would do that.
Yeah.
And if it's super flex, then just keep Allen and Hurts because that's awesome. Do you guys think I should sign Juwan Johnson over Fannin? Yes. If you checked out the Fantasy Alarm article, I did a full write-up on exactly why. We're short on time here, so you're gonna have to read. Unfortunately, PPR league 3 flex spots, no tight end preems. Need 2 of Calvin Ridley, Boutte, Chig, Ray McLeod, Dante Thornton. So again, Ray is an option if London and Mooney are out, then I'm going with Ray. Otherwise, I'm using somebody else, and I'm probably going with Boutte. Dante Thornton's off my radar, so it's either Chig or Calvin Austin. Austin got a pretty decent role. I was surprised. He played a lot of snaps. Didn't get the ball a ton, but snaps were there. What do you think? Boutte's in for us. Austin or Chig?
Boutte's in for us. I would probably lean. I think I might lean Chig for the home game here for Tennessee.
Do it. And if again, if London and Mooney are both out, go Ray. Hello, got a trade offered to me. Xavier Worthy for Drake May and Bashal Tootin. I've got Hurts as my QB1. Yeah. I think I would do that, dude.
Offer it. I've got Hurts, but I feel like this is a good trade. You're
never going to start.
Oh, you're giving up Drake May and Bashal too.
You're never going to start May over Jalen Hurts.
Never.
So I would do it. I would maybe shop around a little, but I mean, that's pretty good. Xavier Worthy probably going to be great when he's back. IDP question. Need to pick up Ed Oliver, Quinnen Williams, Javon Hargrave, or Will McDonald. That's going to be a question for Iggy Gilbert. We don't want to – we play a little bit of IDP, but Rod, you're on the Fantasy Alarm Discord. Just ask Iggy because he dives in super deep on all this stuff, and he's going to give you the best information for IDP.
I'd lean – if I had to give a lean here, I'd lean Ed Oliver.
Me too.
Just going up against the Jets. We're going to see a lot of Breece Hall. The Jets saw what happened with Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson. They're going to want to try and run heavily, and that's just going to put if your league scores tackles and assisted tackles, then Ed Oliver is going to be in on that pretty heavily.
Yeah, absolutely. Should I trade Kenneth Walker and Garrett Wilson for Marion, Hampton, and Sutton?
I mean, I'm not going to sit there and trade Kenneth Walker right now. I believe in the running game there. I believe in the player himself. I get that Omarion Hampton is good upside guy, but I also feel like Najee Harris is gonna see more and more carries the further we get into the season. They're going to continue to split that backfield. I love Sutton, I love Wilson, but I would hold on to Kenneth Walker here. I'm not ready to give up. I don't give up after 1 week. I'm not a quitter.
Yep, fully agree. And Rod, just to circle back, I just pulled up Iggy's IDP report for this week. He's got Ed Oliver as his top ad. His second ad is Will McDonald. So there you go. It's all right there. It's all on the internet.
This guy knows what he's talking about here. This guy.
Yeah, you knew it. You were there, Bender. You're plugged in, dude. Half point PPR. We got to go super duper light speed on the questions here. So Bender, are you ready to put on your light speed suit? Half PPR. Jordan Mason or RJ Harvey?
Mason.
Ted McMillan, Keon Coleman, Egbuka, 2 of them.
Coleman and Egbuka.
Yep. Big Gorilla, start 1. Hunter Henry, Mason Taylor, Juwan Johnson. We're going to go with Johnson. Would you start Chubb over Walker this week?
Yes.
Start 1. Diggs, Keenan Allen, Pittman, Boutte.
Allen.
Howard, can I get a what's inside your box on Diggs or Olave?
What's in the box? Olave.
Bam. Walker or Sharps in PPR? I'm still Walker ahead of
Walker.
Sharps.
Don't roll your eyes at me, Ann.
Yeah, there it is. PPR, Jennings, Diggs, Pittman.
Oh, well, I don't even know if Jennings, what's his deal, whether he's going to play or not. So I'd actually suck it up with Pittman.
I probably would too. Twitch gang, Twitch glasses emojis.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I know. Just got offered Saquon for Josh Jacobs and Garrett Wilson. Other wide receivers are Amon-Ra, Tyreek, Tet, Jennings, at Dunze. I would hold on to your Garrett Wilson, buddy, because Tyreek Hill.
He's a crazy man.
He's a crazy person. So you're not really going to want him on your team. Samson or Pacheco?
Pacheco.
Yep. Thoughts on Ingram going late game? Would have to decide by early game. Mason Taylor or Gesicki. I'm starting Ingram. If of that group, I'm starting Ingram if he plays. Otherwise, I'm starting Mason Taylor. Mason Taylor at least played a monster snap share. He had a 20-yard reception. I think he could get ramped up. He's a rookie. Tyrone Tracy, Pickens, Aaron Jones.
Tyrone Tracy, Pickens, and Aaron Jones. Start
Cool.
two. Tyrone Tracy and Pickens.
Yeah. Coleman, Hollywood, Pollard, Jamo, Debo. Boy, those are good players.
That's quite the group there. Hollywood and Pollard.
Hollywood and Pollard, yes. Trade offer. We did that one. You only got to put questions in here once. Connor and Debo for Chase Brown.
Ooh, I would. You know what? I like Connor and Debo. I would do that.
Connor looked good. He did. I mean, he gave a few snaps to Trey Benson as expected, but it didn't really affect his output. Wonder Bread Kraft or Doctor Strange? It's Kraft. Kraft is actually a good.
Not me this week. It's Doctor Strange this week, baby.
No way, dude.
Oh my goodness! Did you see? I mean, just the mere fact that Njoku and Fannin saw as many targets combined as they did, going up against the Cincinnati Bengals defense. Give me Brenton Strange going up against the Bengals defense that can't cover the tight end.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. Start Kraft. Okay, good advice, Howard.
All right, here we go. Well, come on, no, we got $1. $1. Let's keep a running tab here. I got a buck on Strange.
$1. $1. I got a buck on Kraft.
$1.
Samson, where can we start Bateman? Yeah, I would just start Samson.
Yeah, I would start Samson over Bateman for this one here, at least until Judkins starts coming back fully.
Ingram and Myers are my tight ends. Would you trade Quentin Johnston for Fannin?
No.
Coleman, Hollywood, and Debo. Nah, dude, you're gonna need those wide receivers, man.
Yeah, I'm not interested in Fannin.
Just start whoever. In 16-man league, a tight end, just start whoever. Half PPR start. There's got to be other guys on the wire. Can you hit me up on Twitter or Discord and with a screenshot of the waiver wire, we'll find you somebody better than Michael Mayer. 12 PPR start. Achane, Warren, J. Will, Harvey. 2 of those guys.
I'm going to regretfully say Achane and Javonte Williams.
Yeah, that's the move. Or Jameson Williams, whatever J. Williams it is. Twitch gang, hello. Looking to trade Nakua and Cook for Jacobs and McConkey.
Yeah, I would do that.
For Jacobs and McConkey? Non-PPR.
Oh, non-PPR. Ooh,
yeah, that's the problem.
Story.
James Cook is much better in non-PPR than he is any other format.
Correct.
Because of the touchdowns.
Yeah. Hold your guys.
Yeah. Ted McMillan or JCM in my flex full PPR. Ted.
I think I'm going to go with JCM.
Oh, Ted, dude.
You want to go with Ted. You want to go with Ted this week. Okay.
JCM plays tonight. The Packers defense could just be good, dude. The running backs did very poorly. And Jahmyr Gibbs got 10 targets and still didn't get a ton of yards.
Bryce Young could be really bad. Just keep that in mind, too.
Oh, yeah, that could be possible. I've seen him have good games last year.
That is within the range of outcome.
He's able with good games last year. Start 2, Ridley, Metcalf, Golden. Ridley's back on the menu for us. It was a bad matchup last week. Right?
Yeah, I like Ridley. I do. I'll definitely say Ridley. I'd probably lean Metcalf here. I don't want to, but I would lean Metcalf.
If Howard's saying Metcalf, that means it's definitely Metcalf because the implications. JCM and Harvey versus Warren, Mason. Pick 2. Okay, pick 2 of those guys.
JCM, Harvey, Warren.
It's not Mace. It's
Mason. It might be Mason.
Maybe Mason.
It's definitely JCM.
JCM and Mason.
And Mason.
Myers and McLaurin. Still McLaurin. The Patriots. Oh, Dan Schwartz. What's up, dude? Oh, he could be playing me. Every once in a while, he sneaks these in when he's playing against me. It's very annoying. It's McLaurin and then Chubb or Tracy.
I'd probably lean Chubb, but I know you like Tracy more. If the Giants definitely fall behind and Tracy starts getting some check downs, that'd be great. Although Russell Wilson doesn't really check it down all that much.
He doesn't. You're right.
I'm going to say McLaurin and Chubb, but that's
I
just
got
me
McLaurin
being stubborn.
and Tracy. We're both going with our guys here. You're going to have to get ask John and Pemba Shorts. Oh, Matthew from the Views from 400 pod had a great time with these guys on the show. How a Giants fan already dropped Theo Johnson?
Why would anybody hold Theo Johnson? My wife is a diehard Giants fan, and she dropped Theo Johnson.
You don't need him. Pick 2, JCM, Warren, Charbs, Harvey, Mason.
We got this one already. JCM and Mason.
Yeah. Chat. We got that trade offer already. Did that one already. Players like Miles Sanders make me believe that 40-year-old I could start. Yeah, I mean, it's entirely possible, dude. Can you drop a football? Because then you might be able to do what Miles Sanders can do. Warren, JCM, Walker, two of these guys. Tyler Warren looked really good, but even then, tight end numbers are just not.
It's Jalen Warren. I'm sure. It's
so
three running backs right there, isn't that?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so Jalen Warren and JCM probably then.
Yeah, I want to say Walker, but I can't.
Pitts or Kraft?
Pitts.
Ridley, Pittman, Pearsall, Palmer.
Ooh, that's an interesting one. Start three. I would start the first three.
Yeah.
Just because I don't really know what we can expect out of Palmer, but I like the Ridley and Pearsall in there.
Right. They threw a million times.
Hey, your dog or my dog?
That's my dog.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I don't have to get up.
You're good. I'm not getting up either. Half PPR. We're almost done here. We got to get through a few more here. Quite a few more. Half PPR. Who would you flex? Pearsall, Charbs, Coleman.
Pearsall.
Yep. Three of these: Hubbard, Bill, Jordan Mason, Dobbins. So bench one.
I'm gonna bench. I guess I'm gonna bench Dobbins here, but I don't want to.
That's where you're leaning that way. Go that way.
Yeah.
Hawkinson or Hunter Henry. Gotta be Hawkinson still. Gotta be Hawkinson.
I'm just not into the Patriots down in Miami right now, but I'll be honest with you and say I don't like Hawkinson.
Me neither, yeah. But I'm going Hawk still. As long as Addison's out, Hawk for another 2 weeks, going to be fine start. Debo, Hollywood, Brown, Pittman. Got to sit Pittman, unfortunately. Bad matchup.
Michael Sitman.
Michael Sitman this week, and then we're back. And we're back up. It's going to be a good week after this to trade for Michael Pittman. Would you ever trade? No.
People, stop trying to trade your top players. Stop trying to trade all your best guys. I mean, people are just going to throw a pile of junk trades at you all the time. Keep the studs.
Great point from Ethan Betterman here. Makes it easier to wear the luchador mask. Though the problem with the luchador mask has always been the fact that it doesn't have a mouth hole and it gets very warm inside of here. But no hat definitely helps. Should I start Egbuka or Tracy in the flex?
Egbuka.
Yeah. Hampton or ETN from the Twitch gang. I don't got ears to put my glasses on.
I'll go with
Hampton got every carry.
What's it?
Hampton got every carry. I feel like I just got to go with him.
Yeah, I mean, I do think they increased the workload for Najee, but probably Hampton here against the Raiders.
How much do I trust the Packers DST tonight?
Do you trust the Packers DST tonight? Sure. Of course I do.
Yeah, I think you just got to start.
I trust a lot of defenses.
Yeah, and the thing is, Jaden Daniels, these mobile QBs, they're usually good for a sack or two. The sacks that mobile QBs get don't even look like sacks because they're scrambling around and they lose 1 yard, but those count. So we'll take them. Half PPR, Pickens, Charbs, Jordan Mason.
Just going Pickens.
Me too. K9, Warren, Pickens, Sutton, Egbuka, 2 for the flex. Egbuka is going to be 1. Sutton's going to be the other. Agreed? Trade offer, we did that one a million times. Brandon just put it in there one time. Debo, Hollywood, or Pittman. Need 2. Pittman, Sitman. Pittman's going to sit. Start 2. Keenan Allen, Tyron Tracy, DeAndre Swift. Here's where I would sit Tracy, even though I like him.
Yeah, Swift and Allen.
Purdy confirmed out. Jennings also is banged up. I would look elsewhere, Sheila. Golden or Dobbins?
Golden. Take that deep pass.
Yeah, let's do it. Keenan Allen, Tyron. Yeah, we did that.
We just did that.
A lot of repeat questions. You guys are going to get yelled at. Judy and Chuba for DK and Bucky.
I want Judy and Chuba.
Yeah, it's a weird trade. Pearsall, Sutton, Egbuka, McMillan need 3. We're going to sit
McMillan.
Tet?
Yep.
Okay. Biggest Mac Jones fan maybe in the world right now. Just like I'm the only true Yinzer.
It's just gonna be. It's a matter of volume there. Also, it's not just about Mac Jones. It's about the volume that Pearsall's likely going to see, especially if Jawan Jennings is still banged up.
Kittle's out already, so it's already
Arizona D.
Yeah, we like Arizona today. Starting State defense. Congratulations. Coop, you gonna do tackle monster props? Yeah, we did one already. I don't remember if it hit. I had to double check. We had
It did
hit.
hit. It was
Did it.
Derwin
Yeah, yeah.
James.
We had the first one of the year yet last week, Derwin James, and I'll take a look tonight, but we got Quay Walker playing vendor. So I gotta look and see where his line is. But he's been a moneymaker for us. Which two should I start? Samson, Sharps, or Harvey? If Quay Walker is under double digit combined tackles tonight, then I'm probably gonna go there.
Samson and Harvey.
Yes. Don't want to be that guy, but rapid fire is so much needed. Yeah, I know. We're sorry. Pittman versus Tanner Mason.
Or you guys who are sitting here putting your questions in at the tail end need to, I don't know, maybe select a membership button there.
The membership gets you to the top. Get you right to the top. All
Mason.
right. Mason, Guillotine League, Fannin or Brock Mayer. So just start. Brock plays on Monday, so you just got to wait and start Brock if he plays or start Mayer if he doesn't. That's what I'm doing. Debo, Parasol, or London. London's banged up, man. I'm starting London if he's a full go.
I'll go Pearsall.
If he's fully healthy, go London. If London's not healthy, go Pearsall. Gino or Stroud? No clue how I have that right.
I'd probably go with Stroud this week going up against Tampa Bay. They got a bad secondary.
Yeah. So, okay. We're not going to be able to get all these questions in. Again, folks, we're going to do a couple more here, but make sure next time, if you want to make sure your question's answered, either get in here early or become a member or do a super chat, and we'll make sure we get them done. Ethan, Olave, not a question. Not a question. Seahawks or New England defense? I like the Seahawks this week.
Yep.
Achane or Chase Brown?
Brown.
Trade Achane. No, don't trade him.
Oh, trade.
McMillan, Jamo, Hampton, start one. That's going to be Tet.
Start one. Hampton for the touches.
Yeah. Would you trade Hampton for Higgins? Assuming that would be T. Higgins.
Probably not.
No. Outdoor Dan's son. And then the last question is going to be SDF Hook. Someone wants to know who he should play, 49ers or Ravens.
It's not for his son. Come on. Don't lie to us, Dan. Don't lie to us.
He's following us both now, he says.
Use the 49ers D against the Saints this week.
Yeah. All right. Last question here. SDF Hook, half PPR, Debo, Pittman, Hollywood.
We've answered this 72 times today. Debo and Hollywood.
Well, that means we get to do one more question then. Christian King gets the last
question. No, we don't. We can go. We're sorry, people. It's just we can't do it. I've got meetings to do. I've got articles to write. I've got stuff to do. We do 1 hour here. If you didn't get your question answered, we've got a live stream tonight with John and Pemba and Iggy Gilbert. That starts at what? 6?
7
p.m. So 7 to 8 right here on the Fantasy Alarm YouTube page. You can also call up me and Coop on the Fantasy Alarm Show at 888-963-2682. Or click that join button, subscribe, get membership. Your questions get bumped to the front of the line automatically. Right? I can't sit here and take an extra 20 minutes out of my day just so that, I can get a question that was thrown in there at like 10 minutes to go with the live stream. I love you all, but I can't do it.
There it is, dude. Let Howard yell, as we said earlier on the show. So that'll do it for us, folks. You can always throw your questions in the Discord too. If you're a Fantasy Alarm member, you can get your questions answered over there. So thank you guys for tuning in. There's a show tonight at 7 on this YouTube channel. There'll be another Start Sit show on Sunday. We will catch you guys then. Until then, we are out of here.
Y'all owe me 5 minutes of my day now.
Adios, turd nuggets.